what happened last time? Feel like there are a couple sizable high notes, important notes. Stuff happened.
Stuff did happen. Stuff and things and people.
We had our big recruitment push, which went relatively well. I think we ended up up one cell net. Made it to the rabbits. General Rudis seemed impressed and thirsty for war. We recruited Sprout, the healer, to join the suicide mission down into the fucking silo to kill the cipher. But they were on board. They said they're coming with us. I can't read my own writing here. But Lieutenant Corey,
Tony.
yeah. Had a conversation with us that was in private, where they were warned. The lieutenant warned us that Rudis was going, if placed in charge of the attack on the Western Front, Rudis was basically going to use all members of all of the other tribes as shields for members of the Rabbit tribe, and make sure that everyone else was sort of the point of the spear and bore the brunt of the casualties. They went on to say that Rudis was basically say that Rudis was not really all there. Might be might not be best for the Rabbit tribe, and I think insinuated at two different points. One, it might be best if Rudis was just killed on the battlefield. It suggested that at some point, and then at another point, suggested, oh, it'd probably be better if you guys just killed Rudis here, right? So that we, both as a tribe and as the attack on the Western Forbidden Zone, didn't have to deal with his unhinged behavior. Herb seemed on board with that originally, thought that was a good idea. I think we sort of left off having had a discussion where we discussed it and thought that there might be some better options than just straight up murking Rudis.
Yeah, the hot lady told me something.
That's about 5.
Nope, that is I think that was most of the high points. Well, other than the beginning of the session, the conversation with, or was that 2 sessions ago that Truffaut laid out his plan? Where are my notes? No, that was
No,
last session.
yeah, that was last session. Yeah, that's right.
Which is essentially that he has been scouting the Eastern Forbidden Zone and has noticed that the Watcher presence there is limited, not limited, but is more often than not Watchers who are damaged, who are in need of repairs, who are running low on whatever energy source powers them. Basically, the Watchers who are needing to return to the labyrinth to stabilize. And he has been able to find where they go into the mountain and basically observed the periods when it is slowest, and so would be most vulnerable to a small team infiltrating the labyrinth to deal a decisive blow to the divine cipher, as you all have come to know the leader of the Watchers. Urging you to recruit as many cells as possible, with the understanding that the Western Forbidden Zone is going to be a bloody battle. They need to hold the attention of the Watchers long enough, not just long enough for you all to get in and do what you need to do, but also to attract as many of the Watchers to that location as possible to empty out the labyrinth so that you all will have less opposition when you find yourselves fighting your way in. He has made it pretty clear that this is a very dangerous, but it's a very dangerous mission, but is also in agreement with you that this is the only way that the animals of Paradise Valley will be free. You all have departed the rabbit warrens with the I do want to clarify, Coney would not have suggested you kill General Rudis in the rabbit warrens, purely because then it's very unlikely you're getting out.
Right.
But essentially it needed to be done in a way where she is not implicated at all, because as lieutenant, if something happens to him, she is currently second in command. But yes, the rest is that he has only slightly more disdain for the Watchers than he does for the, air quoting here, meat eaters of Paradise Valley.
Yeah.
The moose get a pass for being meat eaters, but not for their lack of fighting against the Watchers in the eyes of General Rudis. You have successfully recruited Grimalkin. Your strike team is waiting in the new headquarters of the Resistance, a cave along the mountains of which separate the bear habitat from the, I guess, hillside or cliffside is better than mountains, separating the bear habitat from the rabbit habitat. The short, round, brown bunny Sprout has agreed to join you on your very dangerous mission. Has gathered a large sling bag full of supplies and poultices and whatever other concoctions it is that she uses in her efforts of healing, and has left the rabbit warrens with you. At least I'm pretty sure you all left when you were having that conversation about should we side with Rudis, which I also assume you had away from Sprout.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, with the call going out to the various leaders of the tribes to meet at your new location to plan the assault. I should walk that back. Not the leaders of the tribe. Even where the tribes are on board with this. Well, no, it really is the leaders of the tribes at this point. I take that back. The Even though the tribes all seem to be on board, it is very clear that not every member of every tribe is on board. This is more a resistance force than it is a unified Paradise Valley. But it is still a sizable force. Not everyone is coming to the meeting, but the various leaders or representatives of either the tribes or the resistance cells within the tribes are coming to meet the resistance, meet the leaders, meet all of you, and hear the fully, I will say fully thought out plan, but I'm not actually expecting a full battle plan or anything like that. But they are coming to plan this last battle, this last stand. And so, as it is, as you arrive, I should say, at the. There's a name tag. Interesting. As you arrive back in your headquarters, you see these messengers going out to gather the tribes. You know it will be a half a day or so before the various representatives have gathered. Your lair currently playing home only to the handful of individuals that have spent at this point a significant amount of time there. Adia is there, still having been carrying out the task of appointing the headquarters, a task that she has clearly taken to heart with various not just necessary items like a true planning table and various items to represent the various resistance groups, but also enough decoration and accoutrement to make it feel like a true headquarters. Her skills as a scavenger clearly being put to the test. You have True Fought. Which one? Both of them. Wildpaw there with her uncle, who sits where you have seen him in a wide variety of different buildings, but always in the same place, poring over these maps and trying to suss out a strategy for the upcoming conflict. And as the now four of you with the rabbit sprout following behind, actually, let me clarify that. You all had spoken about having some basically demolitionists, and Brutus had had offered you Grazer, the senior learn or the learn master that devised the gunpowder and the explosives that the rabbits use. Did you want to bring them with you on your own trip, or were you expecting them to join you when Brutus and his team, guards, whatever you want to call it, his fanfare arrived. Are they with you, or will they be joining you later?
For the blowing the bridge?
For blowing the bridge. Well, let me rephrase that. The people for blowing the bridge, but not for blowing the bridge immediately. This is for the planning of all of this.
I don't know. I assume they'll take care of their own explosives. If their job is to blow the bridge, that's their job. Right? I don't want to micromanage all that, you know?
Well, I mean, I think what's happening, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what's happening is before any of that happens, everybody's going to meet at Resistance HQ and we're going to have our big, like, planning session / rally / all right, let's do this thing. I think that's what's happening. Is that right, Ted?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have that right.
And so the question is, do we want them to come with us now, or do we want them to hang out with Rudis and show up at Resistance HQ later with Rudis? I personally, look, they're going to be blowing the bridge. May as well stick with the people that they're going to be working with as long as possible.
Yeah. Also, I have 10 feral points.
Good call, keeping us honest.
I have 4 feral points.
Also have 10 feral.
24 feral points. Can't imagine why I would need these with a massive collection of unanimous come together. That's crazy. I appreciate you remembering every time, Oni, because Lord knows I can barely remember as a player in my Monday game.
Not a lot happens behind these eyes, but some things I remember. Just like a fucking frog blink there.
Is there anything you want to be doing or want to prepare before your various representatives do arrive?
Let's see here. How much time do we have before this happened? Like, would this be like just a little downtime? Would this be an actual resting period, or like?
Oh no, absolutely. Like I said, you have about a half a day. You got about 12 hours before everyone's going to have fully shown up. Some of the representatives are, coming from the ends of Paradise Valley. They all have to navigate the concerns of the Watchers. You have a significant amount of time, plenty of time to rest if you all are dangerously damaged.
I need to bare minimum just get my instinct back, right? Like I need to rest a little bit.
Yeah, I
don't
need
need
to do the same.
We gotta be at top gear.
It would definitely help. As a cat, you just need to spend some time grooming yourself.
I got a teddy bear.
Oh, that's right. You also have the stuffed rhino.
Because we just charge that shit. Let's see. Spend some time eating a little grub right now as well. So,
yeah. This actually works out perfectly. I need to do something to protect the tribe or the current pack, and so I will be going over the perimeter with a fine-tooth comb, as if I knew what I was looking for to make sure that things are secure. But the process of doing so, it's not that I'm necessarily effective at it, but the process of it does erase the doubt from.
Nice.
Yep, you have plenty of time while this is all happening if there's anything you need to do or want to do.
In Rabbit Town?
No. This is when after you all have arrived back at HQ. You are
Okay.
technically you are in the bear habitat on the very edge of the reptile habitat.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I mean, my stats are actually fine as far as that goes. I don't actually have to do any of that. Um, we have. How much food do I? Okay, I need to hunt. Is what I need to do.
Okay.
Because I only have one ration. How are you guys looking on rations?
Good question.
See here, I just ate one. So. Oh, I'm out. I'm out. That was my last one.
I found the easiest way to look at rations is on under the chat,
Mhm.
going to equipment, and then just hovering over ration and water. Because it'll like pop out and tell you how many like you've as long as you've kept track.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will. I'm sort of good on water, but I will be out of rations after I eat this one.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go for a hunt.
Cool.
We're resting, so how do you heal agility again?
Drink some water.
Drink some water. What? Okay, then I'm gonna need to get a lot of water. Okay, and we're also tenacious. Bingo bongo.
That hashtag never punished.
Okay, and what does this ability let me do? What do I? What can I do?
Each success is 1d6. You can divide those d6 up between food and water however you would like.
I was like, can I choose either or is it both? How does this work? Okay.
What makes it funnier is that now you officially have been playing a hunter longer than me.
Yeah. And I've done this a lot. Too. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 for food and then 2 of them for water. Turtle made it the what? Okay, this is gonna be for food. Oh, that's good.
13.
That's quite good. And then these ones will be for water. Okay, still good.
Yeah, respectable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 food for me, 4 food for you, Hugh. Herb, do you need any food?
I do.
Yeah, how much food?
Right, I really only need to eat. I just ate my last rations, but I'm completely out.
Yeah, okay. So the 3 will go to me, 4 will go to Herb, 4 will go to Hugh. That leaves 2 left. I'll take the other.
Fantastic. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Huge. You said 4?
Yes. We're actually all stocked up. We each have 4.
Hell yeah.
5. I'll give my extra, because I'm gonna eat one. I'll just give my extra to somebody in camp.
All right. Look at us.
Okay, and then it's 7 water. Is anybody like out of water?
I'm actually in pretty good shape with
No.
water. I got 3.
Yeah, water has been the most accessible thing for us. Yeah, I have water too.
Okay. Well, I'll give you 1 water here, so you'll have 4.
Fantastic.
Don't forget you gotta drink and eat today,
Mhm.
if you haven't already or whatever. If you need to heal stuff. Cool. And I will need to drink 1 to heal.
Mhm.
That'll leave us with 5 more water. I guess I'll leave that in HQ. Like I'll store it in HQ. I guess this is our den now.
I mean, is there a reason to do that?
I mean, I could carry it, but like healing with it requires, like resting, and I don't think what we're doing we're gonna have the opportunity to rest. You know what I mean? Like
I
when
mean,
we
but
start like
there's no
the
reason to
actual
not have it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I guess I could carry it. I don't know what I do with it.
I can carry it too if you don't want to carry it.
Yeah, you can carry it then. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Got pack. I'd rather be having it than be like, oh, dude, we could have had it.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Then you'll have I'll need to drink. That's 1 for you, 1 for me to drink. So that'll be 5 water.
Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. I keep that on me. Let's see. Is there anything else? No. Kind of kick a lot of ass already. We kind of just all hang out and just eat food, right? That kind of would just happen.
Yeah.
It's the Last Supper, dude. Oh, fuck.
As you are enjoying your downtime, it is over the next many hours. The sun peaks and begins setting and is practically hidden behind the mountains by the time the last of the representatives come. There are a number of individuals, some of whom you recognize, others of whom you have no idea who they are. You've probably never seen them before in your life, and some that you do recognize surprise you. There are individuals from the various tribes who show up as members of resistance cells. In some cases, like among the Badgers, you end up with individuals. I'm sorry, not the Badgers, the Cats. You end up with individuals who have been outspoken critics of the resistance, who nonetheless are themselves in resistance cells. Leica herself shows up for the dog tribe, a move which draws no small number of evil eyes from the other assembled tribes. And Leica is, you can tell, doing her absolute best to project that this is not bothering her at all.
I am going to stand next to her to help with that.
Which is super awkward, as I was just about to say, her bodyguard with a prosthetic leg.
I can kick his ass, so I'm not awkward. He's awkward.
But Nick has joined her along with Aldrin, the fox with horrible, horrible scabies, who you all have known for some time. Shows
Hell
up
yeah.
separately, not as part of Leica's entourage or anything like that.
We're going on
Frost
a ladder.
Frost and Adams both arrive for the moose, along with a couple other individuals that you have never seen. And before long, the cave headquarters of the Resistance is packed. And when the last expected guest, naturally being General Brutus and his personal guard, as he refers to them, when they arrive, he looks around, he kind of scoffs at all of the other assembled, we'll say, dignitaries, and kind of not quite shoves his way to the main table, but doesn't exactly take any effort whatsoever to avoid pushing into and through people. And looks like he is about to say something to Truffaut when Truffaut, 17, the one who formed the Resistance to begin with, finally bangs a big furry paw on the table with the long claws at the end of his fingers clicking against the wood as he does so, leaving little dents and gouges in the soft tabletop, and says, "My friends, we all know why we are here. The actions of the Watchers have escalated, driven us to a point where the only hope for survival for all of us is to band together. These representatives of the Resistance," and he sweeps a paw to point at each of you in turn. These individuals have done enough, more than just about anyone could ask, for all of us in the valley, and yet it is they who have continued to work for the betterment of us all. It is therefore appropriate that this council listen to the plan that is put forward, hear them out, no matter how dangerous it may sound, save your questions, and together we plan a better future for us all. The various mutterings and musings of the crowded room begin to go silent as everyone turns to look at whichever one of you is closest. Sprout, who has been standing near Hugh, sort of takes a couple steps back out of the splash zone, as it were, and suddenly all eyes are on the three of you.
All right. As you all know, we are here to overthrow the Watchers. We are asking for a lot of compliance and a lot of heavy ask for I'm gonna start looking around. Can I get a can I get a sense of motion from everybody?
Absolutely. Ooh, 2 successes. Where's the player book so I can go find the questions for sense emotion? All right. In general, what are you trying to suss out? Just the general vibe of the
Yeah,
cave.
the general vibe after I said like we're going to be asking for like a heavy price, basically. Uh,
With your successful sense emotion roll, these are all members of the resistance already. Well, mostly members of the resistance already. Rudis and his entourage are not, and some of the um, representatives of tribes are not, but they are all here because they understand the necessity of what you are asking of them. Some, like I mean, you can tell for someone like Rudis, this is a fight that they have been fighting, and he is both clearly excited for others to be fighting the fight as well. Um, but also he is kind of chomping at the bit. It feels like to try to direct this thing himself, to take over, to show off a little bit. You can tell that other tribes are a little more apprehensive. Um, the representative from the cats is a good example. The cat tribe has, at least lately, not suffered nearly as harshly from the Watchers. Not that they haven't suffered, just not quite as bad. And so there are some that are just sort of like, yeah, we've got to do this, but like, do we have to do this now? Overall, though, the people that are here because they believe in the three of you. And that is evident on their faces as they are giving you their undivided attention. I mean, there are a number of tribes here with bad blood between them. Cats and the rats, the rabbits and just about everybody, you know. The bad blood between the badgers and the reptiles put aside, but certainly not forgotten. And all of that is currently being held in check for the efforts that you are doing right now.
as not just singular pieces of a collective. Um, of I'm trying to use big words here, guys. So you got to work with me. Uh, we all are under the thumb of the Watchers. We are risking our lives for this, but we it's hard to say this to a group of people that aren't warriors per se. Uh, I'm gonna avoid contact with General Ruse because I know he's like so geeked. He's like, "No, I'm a warrior." Though. Most likely, good amount of people that follow us will pass, but it is in our nature to be free. Why we don't need to live under the rule of these watchers no more. And after this plan, there will be no more watchers. The cats can be free. They can explore, and they don't have to worry about population issues or climate or the rats. They can spread out as much as they want. The bears, they can do whatever. I don't really know what bears do, but you guys are awesome. I'm trying to give a motivational speech here, but really, I just want to say I believe in this plan that we have here. And I believe in everyone that we have recruited has the necessary skills as proven by prior actions. And let's be honest here, you guys all seen it. The resistance and win this fight. All we got to do is use what we can, which is show them, how do I say this? Our heart. That a good one? I'm now looking around at uh, at Hugh and Chip. That's a good word, right? Our hearts. That's what the people say.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep it up. You got them eating out of the palm of your hand, your paw.
I will now start laying out the plan, right? And the plan of how we're going to be doing this and oncoming battle. Essentially, a small strike team consisting of me, Hugh, and Chip, and a couple others will be entering down there, and we're going to try to destroy the site from the inside. We got to get it done as fast as possible to save as many lives as possible. Okay. It's-
The assembled audience listens as you lay out the plan for a diversion, a strike force, the separation of the Watchers' forces. The more militant members in the audience are clearly pondering is not quite the right word, but are clearly going over the plan in their mind and trying to assess, that's the word I'm looking for, the relative chance of success. Whereas some of the more, well, some of the non-warrior, non-fighter types are clearly beginning to get a full sense of what is being asked from them, rather. And although you can see them muttering to each other and gesturing vaguely towards the map, none of them open their mouths or say anything aloud to challenge the plan right now. The assembled group does finally turn to face Leica as she lifts a paw into the air, the orange jumpsuit sort of standing out against everyone else, and says, most of you have no real love lost between your tribes and mine. We have long been seen as the, well, the lapdogs of the Watchers. A reputation perhaps not entirely unearned, but with everything that is happening and has happened, we cannot sit by and allow this to continue. If you need time, my warriors, my fighters, we will fight to the end. And next to her, Sputnik bangs his walking stick that he uses with his prosthetic, starts to bang it against the ground, and a couple of the other dogs begin to. You ever heard that sound that coyotes make when they're? It's not quite a yip, but they don't bark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that kind of excited chittering sound that they make, and it echoes off the cave walls for a moment before Leica holds a hand up and they stop. And she looks towards the three of you and gives a little nod.
There's no need to separate each other by tribes anymore. All that matters is that we have blood and that we are alive, not like the Watchers. Right now, we are all kin. No separation here. And I'm gonna try to walk over to Leica and Sputnik. I'm gonna shake Sputnik's hand. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put it out there for him if he wants to.
He shakes your hand in return.
We appreciate you guys. Just truly. Now, we the level of like the weight is really getting to Herb. He's not a leader in any way, shape, or form. He's always been a soldier first. Um, he's starting to freeze up. He's really starting to freeze up in this moment. Can I be honest with all of you? I'm truly scared. But this is beyond me. This is for the people that haven't made it here yet, or haven't been born, or the ones that are young. In all reality of this situation, I wish it never had to come to this, but it must. And I'm willing to die for my people, all of us, for the next generation to be happy. Um, if you have any ideas for the plans, let me know.
You, as you're talking about not knowing if you're going to make it and wanting to do this for what comes next, Hugh will scream out just to emphasize the point for the future.
For the future.
Yeah, for the future.
Yeah.
There is
I
a
think it's
croaked out old man voice. For the future. I mean, Gam's going to be the representative.
Hell yeah.
The reptile. And you can
My
hear
man.
him whispering to the people around him. I knew it was going to come to this. I told them a long time ago.
seen it.
One by one, the various representatives will not make their piece, say their piece. Various reasons that they have decided to throw in on this effort. The Rat Tribes has been just bombarded by the Watchers. They have very little left to risk at this point. So they are in this fight, and the the rabbits are. I mean, General Rudis is practically trying to climb on the table to make a grand speech about. We've been fighting the fight. It's about time you all joined us. A grand last stand, a valiant effort. They'll sing stories about us. They'll sing songs, tell stories. We will be the heroes that future generations look up to, think of, emulate, want to be. Glad you could finally join us. It is. You can kind of see on the face of his guard that they're trying their hardest to just not roll their eyes. At least a couple of them. Some of them are quite clearly full-on believers. They are enraptured with what he's saying, and it takes the coaxing of both Wildpaw and Truffaut to get Rudis off the map table. And as the various tribes go around, and the very limited number of bears left, most of the tribe being represented here, just sort of pass a look around the room at everybody and put their ears go back. All of them, everyone who is here has some sort of injury, some sort of scar, some sort of sign of what the Watchers have done very, very recently, and say nothing, just show off everything. Look to Truffaut and give him a nod. The look on his one remaining eye, not covered by an eye patch, is a mix of sadness and pride. And as the various groups begin telling their own reasons for coming, it is a little surprising then when a voice at the entrance, someone who you definitely know had not really been invited and had not arrived previously, having just shown up, a very, very unnervingly familiar voice. So, everybody's allowed to get in on this fight, right? No matter what we did before, well, I mean, you need every gun, right? I mean, you got my gun, but I got a couple more. Standing in the doorway of Resistance headquarters, flanked on either side by a trio of other rats, Fink. Scarred, missing a good chunk of his face, one cheek entirely gone, his teeth visible, his gums blackened, like clearly whatever happened in Rat Castle, he did not escape that collapse unharmed. And yet, standing in front of you, escape he did.
There won't be any need for conflict after this, so I guess we can call a truce here, right?
Let's say this works. Let's say we hold him off. You do what you gotta do. What no one here has the stones to ask is what happens then. Watchers will be
We
gone. What, there's the towers. There's... No one knows what's outside.
Okay.
What's your plan for after? That's the important thing.
The plan for after is number one, we're going to try to get, first of all, everyone back on their feet. It's going to be a time of recovery. A good while, though. Let's be honest here. Just because it's never been explored, these these scavengers around here are going to find their way through it anyway. You people are skilled, especially you rats. Oh my god, you guys can find a lot of shit. Uh, it is the ability to do what we wish and not be controlled by the Watchers is what we seek for the after. If you want to stay here, you can. Nobody's going to kick you out. We're just expanding our horizons outward.
I nudge Hewlett and flash him the revolver and nod towards Fink.
I look at Chip and basically put a hand out with my palm facing the ground and just sort of, like act like I'm tapping it down, like calm down, right? And I'll use the opportunity to underscore what Herb has been saying to say, I think Herb is right. When we are successful in freeing ourselves from the shackles of the Watchers, we are then free to rebuild and stabilize our communities here, which have the Watchers have pitted us all against each other for artificially limited resources. But once they are gone and no longer playing us off against each other and keeping us in this prison, we can explore beyond the walls, explore beyond the gates and fences, find more resources, either to bring back here or to establish new communities beyond our current borders. So, yes, Fink, we are happy for your help, as we would be happy for anyone's help, because we need every person we can get to improve our chances for success. And we will be happy once we succeed, Fink, for you to join the larger family and work with us to help rebuild for the benefit of everyone.
Well, all right then. Me and the boys will wait outside. You just let us know when you're ready to fight, and we'll find somebody to lead us there. Find someone to follow there, you know. Don't want to be in the way.
You sure? We have room at the table for you.
He kind of looks around the room, eyes the cats, who are quite clearly not exactly happy to hear this. And the ears are going back, the tails are slowly beginning to fluff out. Yeah, you know
Okay.
what? Maybe I will stay in here. Find some space, boys. Find some space.
Go make some space here. Right now, I'm not dealing with the whole fucking the war shit. Hey, cut that shit out. We're cool right now. I don't want to hear that weird hissing shit that cats do before they start fighting.
That like gurgling noise.
Fucking airplane ears, dude, about to attack.
And so you
I'm gonna walk up to Fink.
Okay.
Extend a hand. Like I said, we'll
looks
take all the
down.
help we can get.
Very tentatively shakes your hand.
Yeah, as soon as he takes my hand, I pull him in close and whisper in his ear, if you do not chill the fuck out, I will slit your throat in front of all these people.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm chill. I'm chill. I was invited in. I came in. Not my fault their tails are fluffed. It's not my fault they got something up their ass.
I'm gonna take out a knife.
Make a dominate roll.
Come on. Come on.
Oh yeah.
What is your rank?
My rank is 11.
He actually still outranks you by 1.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. There's no
He's not
way
a
he doesn't
leader of
get his
anything.
emotion in.
What?
However, you do greatly outnumber him, and honestly, that's a pretty fucking good threat. So that is what's the other thing? There is another key for this. You have more people on your side. It doesn't cost him anything. And yeah, just not killing. So yeah, that is a total of a +3 modifier for you. So +3 extra skill dice.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna stop Hugh if he doesn't. I'm not gonna
No, I'm sorry. Fink is also 11. I was looking at the wrong line. So it is +4 overall.
+4. Okay. Here we go, team.
Okay.
Oh, banger.
Okay, that is not bad. That
You're
is
already
pretty good.
guaranteed
He-
1. Look at all these extras.
Well, I'm guaranteed 1, and I won't break myself because I've got 1 from my instinct, so I'm definitely gonna push that.
I say he does get a sense emotion roll to resist. If I can find his fucking.
Oh, hey, in for
Well,
you're
now
in
you're in
now.
for
I mean, you might as well,
Well,
right?
at this point, right? Like it's not, yeah.
Okay. 3 is good. 3 is good.
Sense emotion.
Hashtag
is
semi-punished.
Yeah.
would have to get a truly impressive roll to be able to fully resist that. Not enough to force him to do what you want, in terms of you don't have enough successes to break him, but you still beat him, and he looks down at you, looks at the knife, looks at you, kind of puts the hands up, the Walter White, you got me. Hey, I'm cool. I'm cool. Like I said.
I'll put the knife back, and as I'm putting it back, I just say, keep it that way. And then I'd like out loud and to everyone, nice to have you aboard, Fink.
You certainly, he is very loud as he says, yeah, glad to be on the team. And then somewhat quieter to you just says, "Hey, seems you found some real stones since the last time we saw one another. I like it. You ever want to come work for me? You know where I am."
Hey, asshole, you work for me.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. But I mean, assuming we all survive, you want a job?
I'll keep it in mind.
Thinking, I'm thinking that once this is all done, me and the boys, we're getting the fuck out of here. Go somewhere else, start somewhere new.
I think that's might be the first thing you've said that I wholeheartedly agree with. I think that's a plan for a lot of people. I think that's motivation for a lot of people. And if you keep that in your head, keep that in your heart, then as this attack unfolds, you'll find you've got a lot of people fighting for exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but they can't come with me, so good luck to them.
Yeah.
And he
I'll
looks around and then
I'll walk back over to Chip
Fuck.
and I'll just
Funny.
whisper to Chip, I think I fucked up. I think I should have let you shoot him.
Still dying. You know, his back's turned and everything.
God.
the Eastern Forbidden Zone and the Western Forbidden Zone are separated by about 10 miles. In broad strokes, your plan requires Task Force A, which is you guys, and Task Force B, the diversion. Task Force B will go into the Western Forbidden Zone and draw the attention of the Watchers. Hold on as best they can. While Task Force A, the three of you, Truffaut and Sprout, make your way into the labyrinth to confront the Divine Cipher. That is the plan in broad strokes, that you all begin to suss out the details. It sort of turns out that even General Rudis, recognizing the efforts that you all have put into getting the valley to this point, and the scouting trip that you have made into the Western Forbidden Zone, they all sort of defer to you. They want to hear your version of the plan before they begin setting out specifics, looking for issues with the plan or anything like that. But the first question that you have to be able to answer for them is, who's in charge of the forces in the Western Forbidden Zone? A number of suggestions are made. Naturally, General Rudis suggests himself. I have more experience fighting the Watchers than the lot of you put together. Me and my rabbits, we've been fighting the Watchers while you all were sucking up to them. He looks over at Leica. Hiding from them. Looks over to the cats. Who the fuck knows what you bears have been doing? Even as our neighbors, we couldn't tell you what you've been doing. Sleeping, eating, fucking about? No. Clearly, we must be in charge of this effort. He bangs on the table with a fist a few times.
General Rudis, I pretty much love the experience coming from you. Only thing I have to say about that is let's just keep our options open. Let's go layer around a couple other ones.
There are
We'll do a
other
couple more interviews.
We'll let you know.
Hey, we're
There's
still
going to
doing
be a
good, like
second
interviews
round
today.
of interviews.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
Yeah, we'll
second
call you
round.
back in a couple of days, let you know if we're going to move forward with you or not. Never calls you back.
Truffaut suggests that Wildpaw should lead. She has a fairly intimate knowledge of the resistance and its efforts, having been his aide for some time and still aided you all from time to time during the period that he was captured, and then later when after the lodge, she was also familiar with, or not familiar, was close with Small Scabs when Small Scabs was leading the resistance. One of Fink's cronies starts to raise a hand. Fink looks at him with his eyes wide, like you can get the sense of, if you open your fucking mouth, you're gonna fucking die. And the guy just turns the like hand raise because he wants to speak into a stretch and just looks around and then just kind of shrinks down and hides.
I've been there, dude. I've been there. uh, I am a big fan of Leica being in it. I feel like the dogs have been very organized, and I feel like she can bring some structure to a lot of these people.
That suggestion definitely sends murmurs rippling through the room. It is
Oh shit!
clear still that a number of individuals are not entirely on board with Leica or the dogs. Make a dominate roll, since you are the one putting forward this suggestion.
Hell yeah, fuck it, I'll ride by her.
I was gonna say I will add another skill die because you are actually. What is your rank?
My rank. Oh yeah, probably should like listen before I start rolling shit, huh? Rank 9.
Rank 9. Okay, that's higher. That's higher than a lot of people here, but as a whole, not the highest. So we'll call that a wash. You, however, despite being outnumbered by the people who are not fans of Leica, I mean, you're one of the fucking leaders of the resistance. That counts for something. So overall, I think you can add another 3 skill dice to that.
Okay, let's roll these 3. Wow. All right, and now I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Let me just redo it here. Oh, actually, we can just take off the last base dice. So. Oh, I'm so punished, but I got 1, so I don't care.
Sticking with the 1, or are you going to risk it all? You have tenacious.
I'm not pussy. Come on, do it again.
Is that it? Is that all you got?
That's all. Yeah, that's all I got. That was all.
Hey,
3.
one's pretty good.
Yeah.
One's pretty good.
Yeah, 1's good enough for me.
1 is enough.
Ah, dude, I
this
should have
is
smoked my cigarette. I just got a wet cigarette in my back pocket.
This is not a true dominate in the sense that you're trying to force somebody to do something, but this is you trying to make your point. And with 1 success, that is enough that the murmurs do stop. And although there are a number of people who still cast some kind of dark looks over Leica's way, nobody says anything. For her part, Leica gives you a little like nod of thanks. I appreciate what you're trying to say. We have certainly done our part in when we had to keep the lodge orderly and safe, but I feel like this requires something a little more proactive, a little more offensive over defensive. But I am happy to do my part.
I already threw my hat in the ring. Someone else throw theirs in.
I'll nominate Gamma because he could
Ah.
lead through sight, right? That
Great.
his vision has led us to this point, and he might his vision can lead us to victory.
Yeah, that's also a great one, and he's also very high rank. He's very well recognized within his tribe.
And
He
warrior.
knows what it is to be a leader.
Yeah, I will.
I like
will
it.
Third that plan.
In that case, one of you, actually, I will say, Chip, since you are the one putting forward the suggestion, you can make a dominate roll. What is Chip's current rank?
My current rank is 7.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Well, not bad at all. A little lower than the rest. However, you are nominating somebody with a very high rank, and you are getting backup from Hugh, another one of the 3 most respected members of the Resistance at this point. So go ahead and make your dominate roll with a +4 modification.
Ooh, okay.
Hell yeah, dude! You got a cigarette?
I don't have a cigarette. Come on, big wins. Okay. Well, I mean, we're pushing for sure.
yeah, that's pretty big.
You only need to push the skill dice.
Okay, we're tenaciousing. Yo,
3 successes.
Fuck, that
Although
was
a
really good.
murmur does begin to go through the crowd again, there is a very different tone and feel to it than when Leica was suggested. It is clear that this is a much more palatable suggestion to most of the crowd. And a number of individuals do pipe up as this happens. Like, oh, it wasn't Gamma. He was a member of the Resistance early on. He raided Rat Castle, didn't he? Like, he's been around. He's seen things. And now he's the leader of the tribe. It would seem our suggestion has gone over fairly well.
Nice.
Anyone else to nominate? Mostly just asking Hugh, since you have seconded somebody, but not put somebody forward.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna roll with my man Gamma.
Okay.
Shout Gamma, dude.
Discussion and planning of the actual assault on the Western Forbidden Zone then begins in earnest. A process which is long, full of shouting, full of blustering and posturing. A number of figures are spread around the table and then grouped. The next person goes to demonstrate their plan and pulls them all together and begins laying things out. Eventually, as more and more individuals begin to argue about the plan, the elder Truffaut, standing at the very least head above most everyone else here, but easily picked out of the crowd, even when he is behind the handful of mutants his size or larger, picked out, does somewhat quietly, somewhat surreptitiously tap each of you on the shoulder and gesture with his head towards the outside. Just a quiet, perhaps we should leave them to argue for some time. We have our own concerns to consider.
Certainly.
As you can step out, as you step out into the air of the bear habitat, it is clear that this conversation, that this whole meeting has gone on longer than any of you realized. The sun has fully set. The stars are visible in the sky above. It is sometime past midnight, sometime in the early morning before the sun has begun to make its new ascent. And Truffaut and the three of you are out in the area just beyond the entrance to the cave. Not far, certainly. I just want to make sure we all understand that this trip we make, even should we succeed, when we succeed, it is likely, it is possible that some of us may not return from that place. We are, well, you all have walked once into the heart of the Watcher's realm, into the labyrinth. But even what you experienced then, I feel, will be nothing compared to going down to the Cypher's lair. Surely it will be even with the Watchers tied up in the Western Forbidden Zone, and he gestures towards the tall peak, kind of not really visible, but visible as a void of stars. That their efforts must draw as many Watchers as possible, and I've no doubt that they will do that. But we will all go in without any way to know how well their efforts have succeeded. They will need every advantage that they can possibly have. And you have done a very good job of preparing them, of rallying the various tribes together, bringing together individuals we could have never, in my wildest dreams, expected to see here. Lyca, Brutus walking among the meat eaters. He shakes his head. I could have never seen it come to this. I'm not even sure Gamma could have seen it come to this. But here we are. If there is anything you find yourselves thinking of as unfinished, any business you've yet to take care of, well, I suggest that you use this next night. Surely you must have concerns for our efforts within the labyrinth. And he raises an eyebrow of his one good eye, questioningly.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's gonna go down however it's going down, okay? You know, if I gotta go down there and not come up, then that's what's happening. You know, I'm prepared. I pull, I reveal, I pull like my armor back. I'm wearing the bomb.
Amazing.
He he, he looks at the bomb vest, looks at the rest of you. He,
No,
the rest of
that's
you
just
are
no.
oh,
That's just
okay.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oof. I must ask the EMP rifle. The team at the Western Forbidden Zone will need every advantage that they have. Have you decided what will be done with it? Your friend Grimalkin seems a decent shot. Surely there are others as well.
Well, what do you think, Chip?
That's it.
Look, you ain't wrong. They need every advantage they can get. Okay? But here's the thing: if we don't succeed, it don't fucking matter. We need that thing to make sure we cut through whatever defenses is in there. Maybe that's what it takes to get rid of the cipher after all. So even if it weakens, the Western Front, that's just the way it is.
Uh, Sounds like that's just the way it is.
Intrafot gives a very thoughtful nod. You make a lot of sense. Your words have a lot of sense. I will certainly feel better going down there knowing that you have that at hand. Well, we've a few hours till dawn, and I imagine by this time tomorrow we will be waiting for a signal. I intend to get some rest.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Um, Before I go get some rest, I'm gonna go talk to General Rudis, and I'm gonna invite Herb and Chip with me. Well, I'm not doing anything in secret.
All right, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Hey, General Rudis, could I get a quick word with you?
He looks up from where he is pointing out maneuvers based on the limited knowledge that makes up the shape of the Western Forbidden Zones. I was just explaining to these people why well, never mind. What is it? What can I do for you?
I've
He
been,
steps away from the table and
we've been thinking, and what you say about your experience isn't wrong. Um, However, I think where it would best be applied, we have a little disagreement about. Um, Look, if the operation at the bridge does not go off properly, then we're in deep trouble. We could end up being flanked by watchers that are retreating. In a way, the operation at the bridge is the linchpin for this entire operation. And so it seems to me that that's where we'd want our most experienced fighter. Just wondering if you'd be willing to spearhead that operation.
He raises an eyebrow, rests his hand on the pommel of his saber. You've already put that frog in charge. Fair enough. I have nothing but respect for seers of all kinds. I will acquiesce. I will follow the orders I am given. But now you want to pull me and my retinue. You want to pull us from the front lines and send us to a bridge that you intend to detonate?
Well,
Surely you are not so foolish as to pull your most seasoned fighters from the main battle.
I'm hoping that it wouldn't be the entire group of rabbits. It would still be a small strike force. And there's no saying that you have to remain there once the bridge is blown. And again, in this regard, with this particular aspect of the operation, I certainly, and I feel comfortable speaking for my friends here, we will defer to your expertise, but I know I would feel a lot better knowing that you were overseeing the small strike team. And heck, if, seems to me if that means that you and yours are charging into the Western Forbidden Zone after you've ensured that the bridge has been blown, well, maybe the forces in the Western Forbidden Zone will already be weakened to a degree that they won't see you coming.
Realistically,
Second
you guys will be.
wave.
Yeah.
General Root is playing reinforcements. He scratches at his chin, picks between the large rabbit incisors. Go ahead and make me a dominate roll.
Can I help here real quick?
You all honestly, you help just by your presence being there.
That's right. Okay.
Brutus does outrank you by 1. You
Okay.
are rank 11. He is rank 12.
Mhm.
So that would normally be -1. However, as I just said, you all do outnumber him. Despite his retinue, this is kind of the 3 of you versus him.
Mhm.
So that ends up evening out. What you are asking for does cost him, because he is all about that glory of leading that charge. So overall, you are going to roll 1 less skill die.
Okay.
Although I take that back, you have helped your opponent out earlier. So that will come out even.
It's just a flat, even dominate roll.
Straight roll. He will resist with his sense of motion. Not resist. It's an opposed roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have like a mask or anything like that, I think your hockey mask.
I have
adds.
a hockey mask and the cigarette. This is all a bad situation. I'm down to 1 instinct anyway. So
Yo, spark up, bro.
yeah.
I always love that he just sparks up.
Yeah. Yo, rot check, you know what I mean?
We'll do the rot check in just a second.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's also.
The hockey mask is +1 to intimidate. The
cigarette adds another 1 as well.
Okay, so that's 2 skill die.
Yep.
All right, let's see what happens.
1 so far.
Now you can never be punished.
Well,
I mean, that base die is still right there. He
Yeah.
can be punished.
Nah.
I know we got a night to sleep it off, so just catch me when I fall over, fellas.
Hey, dude.
bingo,
Keep going.
Here
Keep
we
going.
go.
Never
Not do it
Here we
again.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Two's good. Two's good.
He has no sense of motion. He's rolling pure instinct. He cannot push because he is resistant. I forget what the term is, but because he is the opposed, he is rolling opposed. He cannot push. So with one success, he has to either do what you say, or he's got to fight you right now. Which he's not an idiot, so he's not going to do that.
Although I did just have a flash of Rudis and me wrestling around on the floor and Gamma coming over. Gentlemen, there's no fighting in the war room.
Linchpin of the whole thing, you say? Certainly still plenty of glory to be had there, and they maintain a checkpoint not far from the bridge. Perhaps they won't have abandoned it entirely. All right. I suppose my retinue and I can be instrumental in preventing the strike force from being flanked. And who knows, if we're fast enough, perhaps we can still join the battle at the Forbidden Zone. Who knows? Maybe we'll find our way up to you all in the Eastern Zone.
When
Hopefully. I have some planning to do with my retinue. Gentlemen, we must talk. And his guards fall in as they wander outside the cave and into the night.
I mean, look, there's a good chance he's going to get everybody killed. I still kind of like him.
Yeah. Also, maybe he blows up on the bridge. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why he's a leader there. Like, yeah, there's a charisma to the guy.
Planning the assault wraps up in the early hours of the morning. With the rabbits on board, the destruction of the bridge planned, that is essentially what is agreed to be the symbol for Task Force A, which is the the three of you, Truffaut and Sprout, who is sitting in a corner, slowly going from brown to green as the realization of what she's agreed to is setting in. But she continues to toss some herbs into a little mortar and pestle and grind things, doing the work of a healer. The assault, the general plan to take place whenever you all say it should. The assault beginning on the Western Forbidden Zone. Once the team on the bridge feels that it is that as many reinforcements have gone by as are going to go, they will blow the bridge, and that will be the sign for Task Force A to begin their descent into the Eastern Forbidden Zone. Any changes you all want to put on that? I think that is basically the plan you gave me.
Yep.
But if there's anything that has come to light since then.
What do you think, team?
I don't have
Feel-
any additions to the plan.
Yeah, I feel good about the plan.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Is there anyone else that you want to speak to, or anything else you want to take care of this evening before the plan goes into effect tomorrow?
Yeah, Hewlett has one more thing. I need to go find Adia.
Hey, hey, man.
letting Herb know you're doing this.
I most certainly am not.
I don't want to inject myself here.
Right. I'm
I
most
was also
certainly
going to go talk to my sister.
right. Like, I mean, I'm not actively trying to lose uh Herb, but if it makes any sense, I'm also not actively trying to lose Herb to go see
Yeah.
Adia. But it's
You know, the funny thing is, I was also gonna go talk to Adia.
amazing. Like I like it even better. We both show up there from different directions. Amazing.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking to Adia.
2v1. I'll 2v1. Fuck this plan right now. Everybody's not fucking my sister.
Right.
I will leave it to you how the two of you find Adia, who is tucked back in one of the smaller side caverns, having assembled everything for the meeting, but not really planning to actively take part in the discussion, has just sort of sequestered herself out of the way
Yeah, I'll just
and is currently going through the contents of the large canvas tote bag that serves as her
Hmm.
stash.
I'd knock on the whatever serves as an entrance to this area. Hello?
Oh, hey.
Do you have a minute?
Yeah, they got a plan going?
Yeah, it sounds like we're zeroing in on something. We've got the different teams set up. I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, it's scary, but it's like exciting scary, you know? It's about time. And I want to say you did a great job getting the place set up for everyone. It really made it feel like we were a substantial organization as opposed to just finding a hole in a rock somewhere. So
As,
thanks.
as opposed to a handful of weirdos in a cave?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Say, I was thinking, you know, me and Chip and your brother, we're all going to the Eastern Forbidden Zone, and we're gonna kill the cider. Um, and I was thinking that maybe, if I made it out of there, uh, maybe you and I could go scavenge outside of the fence of the Forbidden Zone.
Any idea what's out there? haven't- I
Uh,
haven't really given it much thought.
I don't really have much of an idea, but I'd like to find out, and I'd like to find out with you, Adia.
She drops a few things in her bag and picks up a little pin about 2 or so inches across. It's one of the metal and enamel ones. A number of the pieces of enamel have gone missing, and so there's just a broken up pattern of what at one point was uh, some sort of critter, some sort of animal that doesn't look like it should be. Like, it's not anything you've ever seen in Paradise Valley. It's got a long reptilian body, but it's got wings and got a big, like, set of very sharp claws, like the cats would have. And she holds it out. Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I think that'd be fun. Just make sure you come back, and if you could get my brother out, that'd be even better. And
I
and Herb, or I mean, and Chip.
I am on it. We're gonna kill the cider, and we're all gonna come back, and then we'll go scavenging, and finally find out what is outside those walls. I look forward to it, Adia. It should be fun. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
Starts to say something, and you just book it.
Oh
Fucking,
wait,
like,
and I
shoulder
come
checks me afterwards.
Shoulder
right.
checks.
Right. I'm like, oh
We're a
wait,
month
and
away.
I come back in and take the pen that she's been holding out, and I forgot to take. Put it on. Thanks for this. Yeah, I'm sure it'll bring us good luck. I'll keep an eye on Herb. Oh, hey, Herb. I was just. This isn't my room.
I'll keep an eye on Herb. Slams into Herb
Right.
two steps later.
Hey, yeah. I came to talk to my sister, man.
Oh well, I'll leave you two at it. Puff of smoke. Puff of smoke. I will burn. I'll burn literally all of my feral points to dig as far as I can into the ground.
Oh, hey, speaking of puff of smoke, take a rot point for smoking that cigarette,
yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
roll your rot.
Okay. What am I rolling for the rot here? I got 3 with
Base
that
dice
point.
equal to whatever your total rot is.
Okay.
Your permanent rot plus the temporary rot you just got from smoking.
Oof.
Oof, 1 point of damage. As you descend into a painful fit of coughs that spits up a little
Awesome.
little tiny red droplets. And then roll 1 base die for me, because I think that's your only temporary rot point, which will clear as soon as you've had a couple hours of not getting rot, which I can't imagine you're going to do. Okay, it does not become permanent.
Oh, that guy. Hey, Adia. How you holding up?
All right, I guess. You guys are going into the
Yeah.
labyrinth.
hmm Yeah, we'll go down there, kick some ass, and come out.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd do the same. I'm gonna fight in the Forbidden. I'm gonna join everybody in the Western Zone.
Do you want to join us?
Do I? No. I think the fewer going that way, the better. Whereas the other side, the more the better. And even if I'm not much of a fighter, I can get people back on their feet. I can fix people up. I can help, even if I'm not fighting.
Yeah, you can. I'm Herb right now is hearing the words that his sister is saying to him. But realistically speaking, right now, he's listening to like his baby sister. like, oh yeah, bro, you're and he is like he's genuinely scared of dying. Like I don't think he's actually ever been this scared of dying for a long while, especially being ran over. And I think as he looks at his little sister explain what she can do, I guess he's gonna just pull her into a huge hug, dude.
What? Let's go. Oh,
Oh my god, you're so grown up.
don't get weird.
No.
Don't start crying, because then I'm gonna start crying. And it sounds like 2 yowling cats.
Yeah, really, our neighbors hate this right now. Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
make it out of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we're all gonna go explore the outside. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
he's going.
that's what
I'm gonna,
that's what you're that's what you're gonna do. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
That's
gonna.
the totally original idea that I've just had right now.
Hell
Definitely
yeah.
not a suggestion from someone else.
What?
Huh? You should get
All
some
right.
rest. We should all get some rest.
Yeah. Yeah, we should. But uh, I did want you to have this uh, keep you safe. Uh, and I'm going to give her my jacket from the jacket crew.
Are you sure you've been wearing this for months?
Broke it in nice and good.
Yeah, that's not fully a compliment. I am gonna wash it.
Oh, that's. Oh, do I stink? Hold up. Go smell my balls. All right. Uh, it's the two armpits and nuts right there. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Uh, um, yeah, you can wash it. It's it'll be a little, little extra protection for you. Uh, can I tell you something I think I might know?
She gives you a very strange look. Yeah, I guess.
Something something's going on in Hugh. I don't know what's going on with him. But since you joined, I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I think the guy is cool with you. I think he really wants to be a good friend with you. Probably take him out, go scavenging. I don't know, man. I think he's a cool guy. Uh,
Are you trying to set me up with your friend?
he's a good guy. I think out of anybody, I would want you
Yeah.
to be with him. Uh, but you ain't got a boyfriend, right? You ain't got one? No.
No, go. Just go. Just
Oh,
that's enough of
no.
this. That's enough of this. Go.
I'll kick
Go.
his ass now if you don't. Hey, let me know. As I'm pointing as I walk away from her.
Eventually, the council all begins to separate. There's not enough room within the cave for everyone to rest inside, and a large enough crew outside would be spotted. So there are a multitude of camps spread out throughout the bit of forest outside your cave. No fires, nothing to attract the attention of the watchers, individuals laying down under bits of fallen branches, dropped leaves, many digging into the ground to escape the notice of drones. In the morning, the various representatives all begin to return to their habitats to rally their troops to begin moving everyone to the edge of the Western Forbidden Zone. You once again find yourselves in the headquarters of the Resistance, with only a handful of individuals arrayed around you, with the Truffauts, I should say, enjoying a small meal at the planning table, going over last minute considerations, last minute thoughts, as the younger of the two Truffauts tries to impress upon her uncle the understanding that the time has come, that everything that they have worked for has come to this point, and as you all awaken and emerge from your various resting spots, you can be fully healed up, fully recovered, provided you have any resources that you need to spend. And the elder Truffaut stands up from the table, puts up a hand to quiet Wildpaw, and you can hear him not admonishing. You can hear him saying, "Yes, yes, Wildpaw. I fully believe that you are ready, that you have grown, and with the help of everyone, I will see you after this. My friends, the journey to the Eastern Forbidden Zone will take a number of hours. We should be ready to go before midday. We have a bit of a climb ahead of us, but I am convinced of the rightness of our plan, and I am ready when you are." He opens his jacket long enough to put a flask of the dark moonshine that he always seems to somehow have on him into his coat, plants a small kiss on Wildpaw's head, and makes for the door. "When you are ready, we'll be outside." Any last-minute preparations before you make your way to the Eastern Forbidden Zone?
Let's see. Do we have time to make stuff?
You got a couple hours. There's one last thing
Okay.
you need to do.
Shit, I'm making another spear.
Hell yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's see if we can make one that lasts more than one hit. Oh, you piece of shit. I'm not pushing that shit. Fuck that spear. I'm just gonna punch shit. I got an extra spear anyway.
Sprout does find each of you in turn and hand you a small ceramic flask about the size of like a baseball. It's got a cork stopper in it. "These will put you back together. I'll see what I can do about getting a few more before we go, but I've made at least one for each of you to begin with, and myself, and Truffaut."
Thank you.
I will be outside as well.
I'm just aping away at trying to make this spear when she gives it to me.
Each of you gets a healing potion. There are actually 2 doses in it.
Cool.
Wow, that's what I like to hear.
Do you know if it's in the equipment list by any chance?
I believe they are not.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
this is it's normally considered a temporary item. It only lasts for a day.
Sure. Gotcha.
So, this does count as a light item because it is more than 1 dose. Less than 5 doses is a light item, I believe. 5 to 10 becomes a normal size item. Can I have each of you roll endure for me? The trek through the bear habitat around up the actually, you're probably going to go in because you want to avoid the ice storm that is currently. No, there's not currently an ice storm on the reptile habitat that moved. What is going on here? Well, there is currently a wildfire in the bear habitat.
Good Lord.
Remember, that's the thing that wiped out quite a lot of the bears. And the rabbit habitat is getting hit by earthquake after earthquake. So it would seem that the best way to go is through the reptile habitat, through the rat habitat, which is... The reptile habitat is fairly quiet. There's some extra watcher activity, but the reptile habitat, or the rat habitat, on the other hand, is currently experiencing a monster horde. Which does raise the question for you, Hugh. You have, and we have all forgotten about this, but you have been carrying Danzig in your pouch for some time. He has snuck out to hunt when necessary at night. Given everything that is going on, Danzig being the centipede snake? No, what are they called? Centipede snake, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, centipede snake. The young centipede snake that you rescued from the labyrinth previously. Taking him with you, setting him loose, sending him somewhere specific, sending him to your den.
I'm gonna tell him that we're going back down there, right? And that I've got no expectation that he comes with us, and B, no intention to make him, right? I would love to see him again, right? And I plan on making it out of there. And I'd be pleased if he'd wait around Resistance headquarters because that's where I'm coming back to, right? But his life is his own, and he's been a great companion, and I've enjoyed him as traveling company, right? And I hope he's done the same. So he is free to do whatever it is that he likes to do, and I I hope I get to see him again.
The thought of the thought that appears in your mind as this juvenile centipede snake speaks to you It is more of a projection than actual words. At first, the idea of going back down into the labyrinth is kind of terrifying for
Yeah,
this.
like as that pops in my head, I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm telling you. Like, I can't imagine you'd want to go back down there.
But ends up just curling up in your stash bag.
Oh well, holy shit! All right, you sure, buddy?
You get the essential mental picture of like this is you guys are what he's got. So,
All right, let's do this. I know I liked you, Crosby.
Crosby, not Danzig. Danzig was a reptile. Whoops.
We have to make endure rolls.
Yes, if I can have each of you make an endure roll, please,
Just
to represent just a flat endure roll. If you have gear to assist with,
I do have boots.
Yeah, I got boots.
with climbing or with long march, either of those can apply.
Oops, I hit the boot button and it rolled. That's not what I meant. I wanted to look at it. It gives a +1 gear bonus.
Okay.
And essentially, we are montaging your trek
Yeah.
to the edge of the Eastern Forbidden Zone.
Great. I've got boots and I've got a grappling hook, which is +2, which is nice.
Okay, and it's if we build it, it won't roll it all correctly.
Oh shit!
That is correct.
Oh,
I just wanted to look at it.
I don't know. I built
So-
it and it seems to work.
yeah. Okay.
Is it working again?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, hit
4.
endure and then go and hit the dice to add to it, and it worked.
I never had that problem with
Did
it.
they finally fix their shit, or is it just
know.
literally me?
I don't think I ever had that issue.
This cannot be the right stat block that
Like,
I'm about to
real
roll. This
endurance.
absolutely cannot be the right stat block for this individual.
I really want to know now.
I pulled up Sprout to see her endure. She's got a fucking 4 strength and a 1 endure. This is the most yoked healer.
Holy shit! Yeah.
This fucking old bunny. No, it is not correct.
I was about to say, dude, what the fuck? Get her on this Lakers now. Oh shit. Strong ass healer bunny.
She's also an elder is the wild thing. Like she's an elder healer. Yeah, I think I put the wrong number in there because as an elder, she should not have this many stat points.
She's like that, dude. She's nice.
13, 9, 10, 11, 14. Yeah, okay. God damn, this is a strong old lady. What the fuck?
Them rabbits, bro, they're different over there, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm just gonna build a pool because I don't feel like, especially because it's a whopping 3 dice and a gear die. Yeah, see, it does not build correctly for me.
Awesome.
I wonder if it's adding dice to a. Okay, well, that's an easy push. Okay. Looks like Hugh, you have an extra success, as does. Nope, that's it. Okay. Still enough. You all make the trek through the reptile habitat, through the rat habitat, up into the base of the mountain, and begin to set off up the mountain. It is an unpleasant climb, to say the least. Even with basic steps taken to protect, or to hide you, I should say, to camouflage you from the watchers around, the activity of watchers in this zone does seem to line up with what Truffaut has told you. You see a number of drones who, even when you find yourselves caught out in the open, you can tell by the way that they are flying. You can occasionally, from the glint, the reflection of sunlight off the various lenses that you have all seen up close, but the watchers seem to either not notice you, or if they do, not pay attention to you. Many flying erratically, or the occasional clearly damaged sentinel moving their way on sparking tracks or the like, paying you no mind. It's honestly a little unnerving at first, as Sprout, unable to keep up with you all, has begun to lag. You hit the slopes of the Eastern Forbidden Zone, and there is a tense moment where she begins to tumble down the side of the mountain, but Hugh, you are able to catch her. The falling rocks and scree do attract the notice of a drone that flies close. You all do your best to hide yourselves among the rocks, or even just kind of burying yourself in the scree of the mountainside, and the drone, with one of its lenses very clearly hanging askew, one rotor whining very, very loudly, investigates for a moment and then flies on. And so, other than a couple bumps and bruises to Sprout, you all are unharmed when you arrive at a small plateau overlooking the fence that surrounds the Eastern Forbidden Zone. Truffaut points down to a small section of fence that that a small cadre of creepers, the little spider repair bots, are currently lacing back up. The chain link, the electrified wire having been severed by a large rock slide that has gone through an edge of the fence. And Truffaut points down that way and says, "Once the signal is given, once the battle is joined and the bridge destroyed, that should be our way in. There's a handful of the little creeper bots, but they shouldn't interfere with our ability to get through the fence. They may try to stop us, alert the others. If you have anything to deal with them, we can find our entrance that way."
What are the robots he's talking about? What kind?
The creepers, they are the little spider-looking droid robots that do repairs all around Paradise Valley. You have actually seen them repairing other watchers before. You know also that they do have a number of defense mechanisms, including injectors and various toxins.
How many are there?
There's a handful. It's hard to get an exact count, as they are moving all over the fence trying to stitch it back up.
Oh, okay.
I pull out a hand grenade.
Okay.
And I just say, you think this will do it?
It certainly will.
Yeah, okay.
I pull the pin, look at it.
Now what?
Hey, throw it. Please hurry up and throw it.
I'll throw it.
What? Throw this? This right here. You want me to throw
the
this?
pin. Throw the pin.
We all
Oh my
die, right?
Oh boy, I did not expect this. Let me look up grenades real quick.
What up, rop? What up, rop? That's the end of the campaign, all.
Womp 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 womp.
We might have survived, except I'm wearing that bomb vest. Oh, no, I clicked it instead of looking at it. Okay.
All right, hand grenade. Light item. You throw the grenade using the shoot skill. It has no gear bonus and the range is short. If the attack succeeds, the grenade lands within near range of the target. If not, it lands within short range. The explosion has a blast power of 9 and a weapon damage of 2.
Means. I mean, weapon damage, I understand, but blast power, no idea.
So you know how normally when you roll to attack, you try to get extra successes to stunt, to add damage, to do this, to do that. With explosives, you roll to hit, and you just need to hit. One success is as good as 10 successes. Then you roll the blast power in base dice, and every success adds to the base damage. You will automatically do the base damage.
Oh, okay. So it's
Even on
2
no
minimum,
successes. It's
and then
2
you roll
minimum.
9 to see if you do more.
Correct.
Ooh, how much is each power? Like
Each one adds another 1 damage.
another 1 damage.
Yeah, each success adds a damage.
Okay, so
And as
potential
this
of
has
11.
a blast power of 7 or more, this does have anything at near range of the explosion takes the full blast power. Anything at short range of the explosion, and remember the thing has a range of short, the blast power is reduced by 6. So it would be blast power 3 at short range.
Okay, well, let me roll my shoot.
I think it already does it when you click it.
I mean, it did, but I don't feel like that's not my intended roll, right? I clicked on the thing trying to look at it.
Okay.
So to me, that's like a mistake, right? I was not rolling to throw it. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm just telling you what it did. I didn't care.
Oh yeah. I was like, I don't know, like I don't want to go on something that shouldn't have.
I wasn't sure if it was like actually properly using the stats of it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it
makes sense.
does because it is
It's
rolling.
just a shoot roll.
Yeah, because that is my shoot. It's 5 and 5. Sure, kind of cool. But I'm gonna roll as
It's pretty good.
normal. I won't be as good. Okay, it's not. I'm pushing. Okay, I just need 1. That's fine.
Just need 1.
Yeah.
That does get the explosive. They end up at arm's length of the explosion. No. I'm sorry. It lands within near range of the target. If not, it lands within short. Yes. Okay. So that does hit. Go ahead and roll 9 base dice for me.
Hell yeah.
It is actually very.
Was notating in the notes that I took 1 damage. I'm wondering why next week, like why is my agility down? Okay, 9 base die. What the fuck is that?
Oh. Okay.
What is that?
I mean, a 1's as good as any other number. It doesn't actually subtract damage, so it's still 2 damage to this swarm of creepers, which is enough to just blast this group of these little spiders. You get all of them. A creeper swarm can only be hurt by fire or explosives, so
Oh, hell
This
yeah.
Ooh.
pretty critical,
Okay.
as you would have found out.
Great.
A number of the spiders blasted into little bits. The hole in the fence they were repairing also just shattered. As Truffaut looks at you, rubs his ear. We probably should have waited for the signal, but no doubt that will begin their attack. We should go. And sure enough, within moments, as you are crossing through the fence and into the Eastern Forbidden Zone, you hear and from this height see a massive fireball. The sound at this distance is not much, but you can see this fireball may not quite be right. Mushroom cloud is perhaps a more appropriate term, as it is clear that the Rabbit Strike Force, led by General Rutus, has detonated
Hell yeah.
the explosives at the bridge. The Battle of the Western Forbidden Zone having begun in earnest. Okay. Here is the thing. We're obviously not going to play out the battle for the Western Forbidden Zone. But there is a system. I can find the page that gives you an idea of how the battle is going, about how it's playing out. You all currently have how many resistance cells? 2 rabbit cells. That's 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other cells. That's 9 more dice. That's no wait, I think I counted the rabbits twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I sure fucking didn't. So that's 13 dice. They have Wild Paw, they have Leica, they have Rudis, and they have Grimalkin. That's an extra 4 dice. There will essentially be 4 rolls for what is going on at the Western Forbidden Zone. You will roll that number of base dice. You need at least 1 success on that roll for the attack on the Western Forbidden Zone to be successful thus far. Any dice that are 1s represent casualties. Those dice are removed from the pool. If you do not roll any successes, the task force is routed, meaning the Watchers are free to return to the Gen Lab where you all are. We are at 0 minutes of the attack. Task Force B has begun the attack on the Western Forbidden Zone, an area defended by drones and Sentinel patrols. What did I, how many did I say that was? 9, 13, 17 total. The only thing that you did not have for earning dice was the Emp rifle, because you brought it with you. So I've already for 17. If I can have one of you roll 17 base dice.
Well, not me. I just rolled 9 die, and it went shit.
Herb, you want to take care of that?
Hey man, I'm
Okay.
all down for it. What? How
Yes.
much is it?
19, I believe. 19 base
19
dice.
base day. Okay, watch this.
9, 13, 17. 17 base dice.
He got us. Hard prediction. We're about to get like 7 6s right here. I got
Oh my God.
1 6.
You got 1. That's all you need.
Hashtag never punished.
Well, looks like 5 people were punished.
5. Yeah, I was gonna say 5 dice do fall out of the.
I wasn't
Um,
there.
That was a resistance turn. Then you went back to we're somewhere around here. Yep. Okay.
I'm also going to point out couldn't share this simple mechanic for what happens in a different location when shit was going down in Denver. Dead. Just sitting on this.
I mean, yeah, I probably should have been like, hey, by the way. Although I did not think of it because this is real simple.
Right. I mean, it would have been a wild tone shift to just be like, okay, now for this we're just using a pool of D6.
All D6s.
Okay, just making note that we succeeded on T-0, but 5 dice lost. Truffaut begins to direct you moving around through the Eastern Forbidden Zone. Much like the Western Forbidden Zone, there are a number of areas where it is clear that the Watchers traversing the area has ground down a sort of a path. It's not paved. It's not even like it was meant to be gravel. It's just the sheer usage and the weight of walkers and sentinels and their treads going through has led to a number of paths. And with some mental map clearly in his head, he takes you along these paths, very assuredly taking a turn here, backing a backtrack there until you find yourselves standing tucked behind a series of rocks, facing a. Did I ever actually put this map in? Did I ever actually add? Let's. No, I never created this scene. Doesn't matter. Facing a metallic gate, not dissimilar from the one you already saw on in the Western Forbidden Zone, a concrete escarpment with a metal cage door. Essentially, it's not a solid door like like you saw in the old motor pool where the tarantula vipers had nested. This is more like a portcullis. This is vertical bars of steel riveted together. You can see through, although there is nothing beyond but a dark tunnel. And let's see if this will work. Yeah, I guess important links. I mean, it's not really a link, but that sort of thing.
Ooh. Yeah.
Patrolling in front of this gate, you can see a trio of watchers. There is a sentinel looking a little battered, certainly not as pristine as some of the others you have seen and dealt with, and a pair of drones. Their rotor wings whining loudly, a certain unsteadiness to their flight as they just sort of hover near the top of the concrete blocks. And Truffaut kneels down and whispers to each of you, "There, That should take us within the labyrinth. The forces at the Western Forbidden Zone have clearly done their duty. The watchers that would normally be pouring in here, I don't see them here. Whenever you are ready, we can begin our assault.
I'm ready.
And we will begin our assault next week because it is midnight. And I've got to be up in 4.5 hours. It's